Hello and welcome to my second explication video. In this explication, I'll be talking about one of the tales in the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. This book is a collection of multiple tales written in Middle English, and the tales consist of stories told by people from various backgrounds, storytelling to each other on a pilgrimage trip to the Canterbury Cathedral. The one tale out of the Canterbury Tales that I'm going to explicate is the Wife of Bath's tale. And in contrast to other characters, her characters are very developed and detailed, and from the prologue we can tell that she is a feminist. And I like to focus on the scene where in the tale the knight is asked the question what women want most, and I want to explain who has the most influence, whether it's the man or the woman. So this is how the story begins. A knight who worked for King Arthur had raped a woman, and by law he was to be executed by the king, but King Arthur let the queen make the decision on what his sentence will be. And the queen was delighted to have this power, and she told the knight that his life will be spared if he can find the answer to a question what thing it is that women most desire. When the knight returns to the queen's court, the answer the knight gives is that women desire to have dominion over their husbands. This, seen on line 182, shows that the knight believed what the woman from line 165 told him on the way back to court. In this scene, the author illustrates that the man trusted the woman. And, reacting to the knight's answer, Chaucer describes that there was neither wife nor maiden nor widow who contradicted what he said. By listing all the kinds of women there, the author gives the reader an impression that it was indeed the right answer, but he does generalize the views of women, and it could be stereotyping women during Middle England. The knight lets the queen choose punishment as the king has said, and on line 182 he says, "Do you as you please, I am at your will here." And I think this shows that the knight is acknowledging the king's power to let his wife be the judge. So in my opinion, it may look as if the woman has the power, but it's actually a man agreeing to the rules that another man, who is the king, has set up. The knight's response was accepted by the queen, but as a consequence, the knight had to marry an old and ugly woman, but he was able to reverse this later in the tale. There are two ways you can interpret this story. It could be either decided that Chaucer's goal is to deliver a message to a third person, who is the wife of Bath, or it could be a kind of way to mock women through the role of the queen.